Alright everyone, this is Ash. Welcome back to The King's Speech. So we're going to get caught up on some Shonen Jump early today. The plan tomorrow will be to get caught up with the rest of the stuff. So the plan for today is to get caught up with Gokurakugai, which is finally back from his hiatus. After what, it's been like 2-3 months now since it's been in a hiatus. So really looking forward to diving back into this recent chapter after the heartbreak of the last one. Along with that, I'm also planning to get around to Kaiju today as well. Potentially maybe also a monstrous video. We'll see how that goes. It depends on, I think, timing and everything else. It's also back to being super hot here today, so I'm going to try to power through that as much as I can, but that will also affect how long I want to stream for. Just because, again, I do not want to have a fan running as a background noise, so I'm going to try to power through without it. But yeah, so plan for today is Gokurakugai and Kaiju. Tomorrow we'll get caught up with the next couple of chapters of Akane Banashi, as well as the new chapter of Spy Family. Then we'll probably do more monstrous stuff. Battle Angel Alita will come in sometime next week, because I'm now officially on my time off, so I'm going to be trying to play catch up with the read-throughs in the next couple of weeks. So on Sunday I'll do probably a proper channel update with regards to that. But without further ado, let us dive into it with Gokurakugai Chapter 10. Man, it's already going to break my heart, isn't it? And you see Alma coming out of like a fuzzy haze as he thinks back to, was it Yomu saying, he's like, precious, don't you think? And Kanata telling him her final words. She's like, Alma, is like, thank you. It's like, do you remember now? And you see as he's waking up in a hospital bed. With Miss Tao sitting nearby, she goes, yo. And Alma's like, good morning. And then she goes and picks up a phone and goes, Al's up. It's like, It's like, they said it was anemia. Your arm got ripped off, yeah? Does it hurt? And he's like, no. It's like, Miss Tao, did I? Oh, God damn it, man. You see him just like gripping the sheets. It's like, I killed Kanata, didn't I? And she's like, yeah. And you see him just like let down, like all this despair and like self-hatred. He just like pulls his head down and he's like, I'm no better than I was back then. And Tao's silent for a second before she goes, what you did was that Maga's only salvation. I'm sure that girl had been fighting her instincts, unlike she's going, I'm sure that girl had been fighting her instincts, unlike previous Maga we've encountered. It's like, but she still killed people. When the dead mess with the living, it's our job to take care of them. You brought the cannibal case to a close. She wasn't killed by you. You saved her, and then she died again. And then she holds out the little trinket thing that he bought her as a gift. It's like, to ensure Maga go to their rightful place, that's the path you chose. That's the path we're both on. He takes and kind of just grips it in his hand. He's like, right. And you see Yoki along with, God, I cannot remember blonde mopey boy's name, whatever it was, along with him and Dara. As he's like, Alma! It's like, welcome back! So he goes in and gives him a hug. He's like, I'm so glad you're alive! It's like, sorry, Yoki. It's like, I was useless this time around. As Dara also comes in to give him a hug. And he's like, not at all. Thanks to you, we've got a major lead on who the mastermind is. And he's like, huh? It's like, Maga are still largely unknown entities. The fact that we managed to uncover the source of these disasters is huge. You're going to be a big help to us now and into the future. He's like, okay. And Dara's like, in that and Dara's like, in that case, let's start by drawing some blood. And he's like, with a dawn face. You have Gokurakugai Chapter 10, Salvation, by Yuto Sano, with lettering by David Evelyn, lettering by Kyla Aiko. Oh, is it Sugo? I want to say his name is Sugomi or something like that. Oh, Tatsuomi. There we go. You have him going, ta-da! Got you all the station security camera footage. It's like, oh my gosh, Tatsuomi, you're just so darn good at your job. Took the words right out of your mouth. Didn't I? Didn't I? And Yogi's like, yeah, sure, now hurry up. It's like, yes, ma'am! And he's like, you sure are good at your job, Tatsuomi. Or is that Tao telling him to hurry up? Because Yogi's like, you sure are good at your job, Tatsuomi. So they ain't got the same kick coming from a geezer. It's like, oh, nice, there they are. And as they're watching, Yoki's like, so this girl was a Maga? It's like, dang, she was a cutie, wasn't she? What a huge loss for Japan. And you see the Amaga gate popping up on the side as Yomi steps out of it. He's like, this guy looks human too. But since he appeared from a gate, I guess that means he's a Maga as well. And you see as Tao's brow furrowed in thought as he's watching this. I assume this is then Alma talking, going, his name is Yomi. I'm pretty sure he's the boss of the Maga. And it's like, Yomi. It's like he was wearing a ring like this one. And you see Alma pointing to like the little ring he's got on a chain around his neck. And Tao's like, Yomi seemed attached to you. The similarity between those rings might not be a coincidence. And Alma's like, if he's the boss, then he made Kanata suffer, right? And that means if he goes away, then maybe no one will have to turn into a Maga ever again. It's like I can kick his ass without any guilt. It's like tough talk coming from a guy who can't even fight without Tao darling around. Tatsuki was like, loser. And he's like, pisses me off to admit it, but you're right. It's like, still pisses me off though. It's like, I'm sick of not being able to help anyone. It's like, Miss Tao. It's like, I want to be able to save even more people, just like how you saved me. I want to be able to save you whenever you're in a bind. So, give me some time till then. And Tao's like, okay then. It's like, I'm heading out to gather info. I'm boring Tatsuomi. And he's just like, It's like, okay, ma'am. It's like, gotcha. It's like, you want to borrow me for tonight? It's like, it's fine if you're not up to it. It's like, I'd rent myself out to you indefinitely. Ah, man. For once, he's exactly like me. He's like me for real. You see a knock-knock. You have pardon the intrusion as some men are wheeling in, I assume, some food on carts. He's like, whoa, what? Is it okay for me to eat all that? It's like, I told the cafeteria staff once you woke up, you'd need to fill your stomach first. It's like, wow, Yoki, you're so thoughtful. Like, time to chow down. And you have an O and an O. It's like, Miss Tao, as Alma's just like starting to chow. You see Miss Tao just grabbing some of it, I think, as she's walking by. He's just grabbing a bite off his plate as she's walking by. And Alma's like, be careful out there. It's like, yeah, you two be careful now. He's like, mm-hmm. It's like telling someone to be careful lowers accident rates. It's like, I've heard that 500 times by now. And as they're walking out, Tao's like, what do you think about Yomi? Tatsuomi's like, well, being honest, I'm jealous he managed to snag your attention. And Tao's like, he doesn't get his hands dirty. He made that Maga girl kill humans, and once he didn't need her anymore, he made Al kill her. And Tatsuomi's like, true. He's one low-down fink, all right. So maybe he doesn't want to get his hands dirty. Maybe it's random. Maybe he's got a reason for not killing. It's like the bastard behind the hanging at Maito Shrine had a clear intent to kill, and the victims to show for it. So this means the Maga have at least 2 or more higher-ranking entities among them. It's like we've still got no idea what they're after. All the same, it makes me sick. And you see Tatsumo, with that girl gone, we're down an info source. We've got a rocky road ahead. And we see back with Alma, he's going, huh? By the way, where's Nei? And Yoki's like, oh, Nei, she's... And Dara's like, she's on assignment. He's like, what? Already? It's like she said she couldn't do anything against Yomi, so she's taking her frustrations out on work. She's never satisfied unless she can deliver results in everything she does. It's like, this will be her 4th job since you were asleep. And almost like, blech. It's like, we're short-handed because we have several of our people out at other problem spots, so I do appreciate the hustle. But it worries me sick that she never takes a day off to recover. And Alma's like, It's like, you worry me sick too, Alma. It's like, me? It's like, you're going to train so that you can fight on your own, right? It's like, yeah. It's like, that's all well and good. But the truth is you're a teensy bit slow on the uptake. He's like, what? It's like, you need to learn through action, like Tao said. It's like, there is someone who might be a good fit for you, but for better or worse, he's a tad too intense. Who knows what kind of hell he'd raise? God. And Alma's like, he can raise all the hell he wants. All I care about is getting my hand on that white-haired bastard as soon as I can, to make him cry and beg for forgiveness before I cut his ass in two. As long as I can do that, I'll do anything. And you see in one of the rooms inside, God damn it. This is the one thing I got spoiled on with this chapter. We'll talk about it at the end once we get to it, but you see Yoki doing and there you have it. As much as I want to take your circumstances into consideration, I can't take no for an answer. You're the best man for the job. Please give me a hand here. And he's like, Yoki, you do know what I hate most in the world, don't you? He's like, It's like, but Alma isn't like. He's like, N, 30 year. It's like a super high quality sake. And he's like, fine, that's just a drop in the bucket. It's like, in that case, make it 3. You see poor Yoki, tears just streaming down his face. He's like, okay, fine. And you see the guy just like rubbing his sleep out of his face. Like, it's like, we need all the booze I can get to make it through this. That's introduced to another sexy new character. Oh my god. Alright, so this was the one thing I got spoiled on with this chapter. I was lucky to avoid everything else. But I saw the picture of this new character that was introduced, and it was immediately Ralph Wiggum meme of him sitting on the bus. He'd be like, haha, I'm in danger. That's me in this chapter. Because it's like, alright, every single chapter there's a new character introduced on Thirsting After, and it's like, I can only do so much! I can only thirst so hard, it's not fair, damn it! You can't introduce a new hunk for me like this. This is just torture! But, man, alright, so I guess quick thoughts on the chapter. On the one hand, it's like, man, it doesn't really satiate the appetite after, such a long break from the series. But then again, I wouldn't want the first chapter back after a hiatus to be something super rushed. That kind of speeds development along just for the sake of it. So the fact that this was a more slow, kind of laid back chapter is fine, even though we did have to wait so long for it. So no real problems or criticisms with regards to that. Apart from that, I do like how Tao was kind of trying to help Alma kind of like downplay the guilt he feels with regards to Kanata and like how he feels he failed her. So I really appreciate that she's telling, like, you did what you could have, you did the only thing you possibly could have done in that situation. You shouldn't beat yourself up over it. So I really like how just kind of trying to like pull him out of his funk like that. And I really do like the closeness of the relationship that they have with each other. Like, you can feel like the familial bond and like the care and love that they have for each other. So I really did like those parts of the interactions. I think that was the best parts of the chapter. As always, I love my power couple, Yoki and Dara. You cannot convince me that they are not a couple. That's totally canon. I don't care if it's not confirmed or not. To me, that is canon. So I really love seeing them back again. Apart from that, I do wonder with Tao's expressions with regards to Yomi, I wonder if she feels like he looks familiar, if she's kind of like trying to pull up a memory of like, this guy looks familiar. Where have I seen him before? I'm pretty sure I've seen him somewhere was the impression I get. So we'll see if that leads to anything. I have to go back and look because I'm not sure if we've ever seen Alma mention the ring that he wears around the chain on his neck. I don't think we've ever seen that mentioned before. That's an interesting kind of new development of him being like, he's also wearing a ring like this one, which makes me think that he and Yomi might end up being related, whether it's like, younger brother, older brother, or something else like that. But we'll see with regards to that what happens with whenever that happens. But yeah, apart from that, not much else to say. It was a transitionary chapter. We got a few updates on what the other characters are, what they're doing, stuff like that. Like I said, I'm really interested in seeing what the hunk at the end of the chapter is going to do, like what his whole deal is, like what kind of training and stuff he's going to give to Alma. So yeah, really looking forward to it. Glad it's back. I don't think it's saying when the next chapter's coming out. But hopefully it's not going to be as big a hiatus as last time. But we'll see. But yeah, good to have Gokurakugai back. So with that all said, like I mentioned at the beginning, a lot of content coming out your way this weekend. So if you haven't already, please do consider commenting, subscribing, all that good stuff. Like I mentioned in a couple of past videos, I'm only 3 subscribers away from reaching my goal of 169 subscribers. So if you'd like to help me reach that, that'd be greatly appreciated. Like I said, I'll probably do a proper channel update sometime tomorrow. So look forward to that. And with that said, till next time, this is Ash. I'll talk to you all later.